So hello, let's move on. So this is just a follow-up video, to continue, sharing this beautiful song, which is My Boy, right? And we go to the next sentence, porque, another because, as probable, this is definitely probable, right? Something, similar in English, but actually. We usually use possible here, right? More frequently in colloquial language. As possible, right? It is possible that, right? So I would like to correct several mistakes. I just remember. So first, if we do have log, that's better translated as uh, what? Because definitely, log means that this uh, president, president, I think it's usually acting as a subjunctive, in the clause. That's why, in English we better use what, and if we only have get, then we use that. So this may be not that correct. I think I did make some mistake like that, and here also I think it's better to be what rather than that, right? Mm, that is the case, and I also realized that I made some mistakes for the conjugation. That is, for example, for the past simple. For example, we have Daniel, and we do have duve, duviste, duo. I usually did it as duo, for the first person singular. That's not correct. I think that's because I'm definitely influenced or just misled by the present tense indicative, right? In present tense, for example, we have dango. This is ended with o, and DNS, DNS. And this is ended with a, this is ended with o, but in the past tense, it's not the case. You can see, for the first person, actually, we are using a, and for the third person, we are using o. It's a little bit different. That's a mistake I would like to, correct. Okay, I think that's it. And let's move on. And I did make that mistake for this verb. But I do think, for the past simple, for the first person we use, right? Usually we use a for RL verb. We use e for AL and EL verb. And for special verbs, we use a without an accent. That's the case for first person, right? And the past simple. And then we this is for first person, and for second person that is do, right? We do have asked, right? And then we have is, and for this one we usually also use is, right? Uh, and for the third person, LAR status. Sorry, LAR instead, we use definitely O with an accent, and for this one we use yo with an accent, and for this one actually we are using O, right, without an accent. So it's similar to the combination. You can see the special one is similar to the combination of the conjugation for regular RL or regular AL or EL verb. I think that's the case. Okay, and let's move on. It's just to correct some of my mistakes. I think that's definitely a progress that will help me to improve myself. Okay. So it is possible that let's go. So this one is a little bit confusing. Because I do think that why you said that nome lesco is done, and here you said lome lesco, and bello nolo quiero. So this sentence is definitely a little bit hard to understand. I will just share my understanding. it means that I do not deserve that. I deserve that, yeah, but I don't like that, right? This is definitely gelel, right? Yeah, A to yeah, very yeah, gelel, right? Yeah, also, I think I also mentioned that in the previous video, yeah, a very commonly used verb, which means want or like or something like that, right? And yeah, very commonly used in our daily conversation, and this is like I like, right? But I don't like it. I don't like it. Uh, so why the protagonist is saying that I deserve that, but I don't like it? Yeah, right. I think this law let's go is just a bad attitude. So this law is a bad attitude, right? Uh, but this S2 here is just not yeah, normal let's go. This S2 means a good attitude. So I think that's my understanding. So this law is just the opposite of this S2 here. Yeah. Yeah, which means that yeah, you don't think I deserve your concern, and I do think I deserve that you are not interested in me, but I don't like it. Yeah, it's a little bit yeah difficult in logic here. Yeah, right. Yeah, because yeah, definitely there is a no and there is no. Yeah, so the sentence can be quite different. The pronoun here might mean the exactly opposite thing, right? For low let's go, which means that I deserve that you treat my bad. But in the previous sentence, yeah, it is that I do not deserve that you treat me good. Yeah, right. Treat me well, and this you treat me badly is a little bit different, but I don't like it. Yeah, por eso me soy. This por eso is for this, right? For this reason, my boy, right? I live, right? I am living or I live, right? Or I'm going to live, yeah, right? Yeah. Get last him. I think it's also good to say, right? So boy are element, right? Boy are element. Yeah, it's yeah, definitely we can use this structure here. Yeah, to me, I'm just leaving you, right? Okay, last him. So last him definitely is something like pity, right? Yeah, and we do have another word which is bena, I think. Right, is get bena or right? Yeah, it's something also like pity, right? Yeah. Uh, and we do use it. Yeah, what a pity. Bello, but adios, adios are so often used, right? Yeah, it's just goodbye, adios, formal, yeah, right, more formal, bye bye, or goodbye, Saying goodbye is more formal, right? And we also do have ciao, right? Ciao is also bye bye, but more colloquial, right? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And me despido de ti, my boy. So me despido, this is despedirse, right? So this is despedir. Oh, yeah. So first clean this one. Despedir, and definitely, yeah, this word means, yeah, just I will be depart, right? Yeah, something like that. Or I will just leave you, yeah, something. So, despedir is, I think, something close to ilse. If you would like to say goodbye to someone, yeah, I think they are quite similar. But let's focus on the conjugation. So despedir actually is conjugated just like bedil, right? Also another verb that we really need to pay attention to because its conjugation is quite unique, right? This A is not very, you can say, is really naughty, and it always gives us a lot of trouble. And for the present tense, let's focus on it. Then we have, right, bido. So the a will be changing to e, right? And bides, bide. But for definitely nosotros and vosotros, we do not change. Pedimos, pedis, bide. This is for the present tense. And for the past tense, it's the most tricky part. We do have two special things, but they appeared in the third person. So we do have bedi, which seems quite normal, right? Then we have bediste, which also seems normal, but for the third person singular, we do not have bedio, we have bidio. Yeah, yeah, you can see this one is changed, yeah, to bidio. And then we have pedimos. This is similar, right? And we have these days, and this is also nothing special. But for the third person plural, we do have bidialo, right? So we also have another e here, yeah, and yeah, that's definitely uh, a little bit special for this a to e change verb. Definitely, yeah, this is bedil, which means ask, right? Yeah, or request, something like that. Definitely, yeah, this bedil is also changing in that way, but here we have it in the present tense. You can see it's despido, not despedo, right? That's this verb. Okay, so yeah, I am saying goodbye to you, right? Yeah, this is I'm leaving here, right? Yeah, the D, right? I'm leaving from you, right? Yes, I'm leaving from you. And my boy, yeah, I think that's the same, yeah, quite similar meaning, right? My despido and my boy, yeah. So it's just this meaning, yeah. And que lástima pero adiós. Um, I'm not okay. Que lástima pero adiós, me despido de ti. Right? This is just a repetition, and we go to the second paragraph. And porque sé que me espera algo mejor, because sé, right? Sé, this is know, right? I know. Actually, you can see that we meet it again, right? This say with an accent is actually the conjugation of know, saber, right, in first person singular, indicative present, right? And porque sé que me espera algo mejor, espera, right? This is esperar, and this is wait, right? And we also have another man here. Yeah, actually, we can also see que yo espero algo mejor, but this man is always used like that in Spanish. It's just a habit, I think. Yeah, so just to get familiar with it. It's quite natural, right? Because I know that I'm waiting for right algo mejor, right? It's something better, right? Easy to understand. And alguien que sepa darme amor, alguien, this is someone, right? Algo is something, and alguien is someone, right? Que sepa darme amor. Sepa, you can see we see this saber again, right? We see it here, we see it here, and definitely we also see it here, right, in different forms. So it's right. You really commonly used, and its conjugation is a little bit complicated. We just use this sound can have a very good practice. You can see different forms in present tense, in indicative, in subjunctive, and in past tense, right? Yeah. I do think, yeah, definitely, if you can sing this song very good, very well, then you will definitely remember the conjugation of saber. So someone who right know right darle amor. Darle is you can see give here, right? Give amor. This is love. Give love to me, right? Something like that. Someone who knows to give love to me, right? Yeah, something like that. And they say que endulza la sal y hace que salga el sol. They say, right? Uh, que from yeah, right? From this, right? I think this is just again, right? Again here, yeah, from this person, yeah, right, yeah, que endulza la sal, right, yeah, endulza, this is endulzar, right, sweet, verb. Yeah, which means that to make something sweet, right? Sweet la salle. Yeah, this is the thought, right? Sweet la salle. You can see salle is using the feminine. Uh, Definitely article la. Yeah, because it's really feminine. Yeah, and just pay attention to that because usually if we see something like this, for example, salt is actually masculine, right? But for sal, it's feminine. And then dulce la sal, yeah, to sweeten the salt, which means that to, right, make everything taste better. Definitely, yeah, it's just, I don't think definitely the sweet is definitely a better flavor instead of salty, in my opinion, yeah, but yeah, it's definitely a metaphor or something like that, right? To change the boring life or right the tough life into a right more enjoyable one, something like that, right? Y hace que salga el sol, right? This essay is just yeah, do or make, yeah, but we do need to yeah, translate according to the context, right? If you translate it to do, it will be very strange, but if you translate to make, it makes sense, right? To make the song, right? The song, salga, this is go out, right? Right, yeah. Or you can see rise here, yeah, better, yeah. I think translation. This salga is definitely from another verb salid, which is also a little bit troublesome, but not that much. So for the uh, present tense indicative, we do have salgo, right? We also have this letter here because it's everywhere in the right conjugation for the first person singular. We do have this letter here, right? It is salgo rather than salo, right? It's just sounds not correct if you speak right in that way, right? Speak out in that way, right? And here is the case, and salgo, and then we have sales. The other forms are quite right normal. Salimos, right? Salis, and silent, right? The other forms are quite normal, and for past tense it's quite normal, and I would like to say for future tense it's silent, right? You can say also another letter, right? Day here, right? This is also um, very commonly seen for future tenses. For example, we have bonel, right? And then we have bondele, right? We have denel, we have dendele, right? And we also have bordel, sorry, bordele, right? And we do have this accent. Yeah, you can see a lot of verbs with this de in future tense. That's really commonly appearing. Yeah, so we just remember it, right? Yeah, something like that. And this is, but here, yeah, we are definitely using the subjunctive, so that is why it is salga, right? This is salgo, and then change to salga to the subjunctive, right, mode, and make the sun rise. So this is a person who can sweet the salt and make the sun rise. It's just the right, who will definitely give me happy in my life. I think that's just quite yeah, understandable, right? Your Gebense. Actually, here is really making me confused, right? I think it's actually Bensege. Yeah. Your Bensege. Because I think that something, right? Yeah. So I do think this gay should better be here, say your Bensege, and we should not have this accent, then it makes more sense. But I think this is just for the melody or for the rhyme of the song. Yeah, so it's just changed a little bit. Yeah, but I think yeah, I will understand it as your bensege, right? This bense is bensa, I think. Yeah, I think that. Here it seems more reasonable. I think that nunca me iría de ti, que es amor del bueno de toda la vida. Nunca is never right. Yeah. Me iría de ti. This iría is actually in a conditional form. So the conditional form, if you use it directly, it just means to make things more polite or less affirmative, right? Yeah, just like pensaría, right? Pensaría, right? I think, but yeah, I'm not that sure. So I pensaría rather than penso, right? It just makes the sentences less um, certain, right? So in some cases, yeah. So that's why we use iría. It's definitely the conditional tense, right? For the verb ir, right? Yeah, definitely me ir, right? This is never think. I think that I will never leave you, leave you, right? Uh, and que es amor del bueno de toda la vida. Um, que es amor, right? It is, right? It's amor, love. Del bueno is just a good love, right? Love of good is a good love, right? De toda la vida, right? Yeah, and yeah, the love of toda la vida, which is the whole life, right? The whole life, something like that. Which means that I was thinking that your love is good love and it will last the whole life, right? 辩论 oriented, right? There is a but. You can see if we see but, it's always something, yeah, right? Something bad will happen, yes, because we say but, yeah, right? But oriented, right? This and then, but in past tense, yeah, and then there definitely. In present tense, we will change to entiendo, right? This is also a to ye change, and we do like that. And hoy entendí que no hay suficiente para los dos, right? I understand, actually I understood, right? Because it's in past tense, understood that no hay suficient, right? This is I, right? Yeah, it's just it is or there is, right? If you just don't want to emphasize the subjective, then we use I here to mean have, right? So actually, I think it's better to just translate it as it is not sufficient. It's just not. It's just not sufficient, right? Because yeah, I think hay suficiente para los dos. Yeah, this one here I think the suficiente is used as a noun, but I think it's totally fine if you just translate it as an adjective, right? It is not sufficient. It is not enough, right? For right, los dos, for us too, right? Yeah, it's just not sufficient. No voy a llorar y decir que no merezco esto, right? Porque es probable que lo merezco, pero no lo quiero, por eso me voy. Right? This is just a repetition. I think we finish the lyric here. Okay, yeah, finally, yeah, let's try to sing the song. I do think it's a little bit difficult. Sometimes I just cannot follow the melody. Yeah, and I just heard that several times, so I will just have a try and maybe very bad. And hopefully I can, yeah, improve myself, yeah, little by little. Porque no supiste entender a mi corazón lo que había en él, porque no tuviste la valor de ver quién soy. Porque no escuchas lo que está tan cerca de ti, solo el ruido de afuera y yo, que estoy a un lado, desaparezco para ti. No voy a llorar y decir que no merezco esto, porque es probable que lo merezco, pero no lo quiero, por eso me voy. Qué lástima, pero Dios, me despido de ti y me voy. Qué lástima, pero Dios, me despido de ti. porque sé que me espera algo mejor, alguien que sepa darme amor. Desde que endulza la sal y hace que salga el sol. Yo que pensé, nunca me iría de ti que es amor, del bueno de toda la vida, pero hoy entendí que no hay suficiente para los dos. No voy a llorar y decir que no merezco esto. ¿Por qué? Es probable que lo merezco, pero no lo quiero, por eso me voy. Qué lástima, pero Dios, me despido de ti y me voy. Qué lástima, pero Dios, me despido de ti. Me voy, qué lástima, pero adiós, me despido de ti y me voy. Qué lástima, pero adiós, me despido de ti y me voy. Qué lástima, pero adiós, me despido de ti y me voy. Qué lástima, pero Dios, me despido de ti y me voy. Okay, thank you.